Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be seeing this. This is early Saturday morning, and I'm in Mesa, Arizona, down helping a friend move and doing some market analysis. I wanted to go back through the day and show you guys some really cool stuff. Again, I keep telling this to people a lot. People have been asking me, well, how did you know that we were going to go long, or how did you know we were going to go short for the day? Well, I've been putting this on Twitter. Yeah, I figured I'd put it into a little video and show you guys. Here's a typical S&P. This is at Globex Open right down here. You can see Globex Open. And this is what the Globex session did from Globex Open to pretty much midnight on Friday morning. There is a big cyan dotted line. That's the volume point of control. That's VPOC. I've got value area low right down here. And value area high is somewhere way up. Goodness me. 42.9825 value area high, which was I guess this was Thursday's, pretty close to Thursday's high. Okay, so that's where that wound up. So I'm over here at Globex, the electronic restart, and I'm looking at this thing, and I look at, you know, I sometimes I get into a trade when Globex opens, but sometimes I wait and I'll see what's going on. For example, you can see from 1600, from cash market close all the way to 1700, you've got this VPOC basically sitting here, going straight across. Now, even on Thursday, you can see once it passed through that, came back, violated a little bit, came back down, forming new value area lows all the way down here, pinned off that. Once it pinned off it, once it hit value area low and pinned off that guy, came all the way up to value area high, or sorry, to VPOC. This is VPOC here. Didn't go much further. There's a little bit of push, but it was immediately pretty much slapped down. Now we go into Globex Open. If you look at Globex Open, what happened? VPOC pretty much held to almost the entire, basically the entire session. Okay, if we go through, and if you're starting at regular trading hours, you really gotta look at the pre-market. You really do. Okay, now here's Globex right here. Here's your VPOC. It tried to push up right up here, tried to push up here. Once it came down from this point from the close, came back, tried to push up, didn't make it. Came back down, tried to push up again, did not make it in the Asian session. Kept pushing up. See how hard they're pushing that sucker? They're not really able to push it beyond VPOC, right? For the entire Globex session. So what that's telling me is what? That we're going to sell off, right? So here we go. Bouncy. Here's another opportunity to get into a very low risk short. You put your stop loss right above VPOC. You know, wherever you're comfortable. I use a typical 5-tick stop, and it didn't come close. If I tried to short at one of these, say for example, one of the strat candles, here's the push up to VPOC right there. There's the rejection right there. There's the seller exhaustion. Then there's the which pushed that thing down. I'm sorry, that's not seller exhaustion. That's buying absorption. So we have buying absorption there. We have buying exhaustion there, pretty much at the same level. So I figure, you know what, when we see that stuff, we see that order flow stuff right there, buying absorption and buying exhaustion. And the absorption, look at that, man. It's just it's not going any further. See that VPOC. What happened at that point? Zoom came down. So there's a nice little short up here, which is the exact same. You got the exact same signals right up here, and then you got the absorption and exhaustion signals here. But for buyers, what happened? We came back down, and we came down. That was a nice short move. You know, that was a great short move. Now, where did we? Where could you have targeted? Well, you could have targeted at the Asian low, about 41.24, so 41.24.50. That was that shuts off at midnight, and there's the reasons why I shut that off at midnight is that the algos, a lot of the algos will reset at midnight. Here's another pin, another entry up here, another pin. If you moved your stop down to break even +1, you might have gotten taken out, and then you just immediately just come back in and re-enter. Okay, so there's Globex open at 41.46.50. It pushed up 2 points. Wasn't able to do anything. So there's your short. I mean, you could have shorted that sucker all night long and made money. Shorted it, hit a target down here. Say, we're looking at 41.46. You could have taken a 20 or 30 point target, or you could have waited for this guy right here. Okay, see that guy right there at 41.16.50? That's a VPOC that's forming. When you get a VPOC that starts forming, you come down, and then your price action starts coming up. You form a VPOC. There's a VPOC right here. It's a 5-minute chart, by the way. There's the VPOC right here. It pushes up, comes right back down, and tests that VPOC. When you see that, that's a great long signal. Get out of your short, get into the long, and see what happens. Straight back up. And where do we go? We go right up to midnight open. There's midnight open, same as settlement price. Come right back over there and pinned off it. You can see with the volume profile, there's absolutely no interest up here, and then down for the short again. And you could have taken that anywhere. Again, you may lose some. You could have taken the order flow here. You could have taken the volume here, volume profile here, right there. There's a bunch of indicators that say we're not going back down. There's the yellow candles are the delta divergence. So we come back up, form a VPOC right there. What happens? Well, there's a VPOC. Actually, there's a VPOC right there, and then VPOC right there. What happens? We're pushing up. So here we go up, 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 up to the previous. Look at that previous VPOC right there. We didn't have anything really up here, but we've got a nice little VPOC that is just sitting there, ready to get pinned off of. There's buyer absorption right there. You want to look at these things, and then here we go, short again. Bam. Now, I wanted to show you guys something which is really, really cool. I've used this before. How do you know how far the market's going to come down, right? Where's the market going to go? Well, number one, we know it's going to go short. We know it's going to short because that's what they've been trying to do. They've been trying to pop it up. Reloading shorts, reloading shorts, reloading shorts all the way up here, right? I take the Globex high and Globex low. I will extend that. What I did is I drew that thing. I put that rectangle in there, and then duplicated it and put the top of the rectangle at the bottom of Globex low for an extension, and it gives me an extension price of, what was that? 40.63.25, 40.63.50, right in here. Okay, where did we come? 40.62, and then turn around. That works a large part of the time. It doesn't work every time. It works a large part of the time, just to project targets. And I've been using this since about 2016, I guess, when I noticed that I could extend that and basically basically say, okay, fine, here's where we're going to go. And that's exactly what we did. See, here's the final, here's the last push-up. This was at 8:30. That was the last push-up. Here's the retest, here's the push. There's no volume there, and then it comes straight back down. And that would have been, at VPOC, that would have been a great, again, a great short entry. There was a lot of money you made. What happens? RTH opens, comes straight down to our value area low. There's our previous value area low right there. So you could use the previous value area low as it steps down. You could use previous value area low. You could use that. You could use your measured move target right there, and then get out. You can either get out, watch these VPOCs. You can get out down here and reverse, or you can just wait for these guys to be put in and wait for a pullback. And here we go, and then back up. And of course they retested VPOC and then came right back down. What's really cool is, see these POCs out here, sometimes they'll overrun them. Like here they didn't, came back down, but we came back to, went above RTH open, came back down, and then bounced off right back up to VPOC, and then came back down. Interesting. See that pin right there? And that pin was on that 1205 candle. Very interesting. See where that VPOC is right there? And let me get that down a little bit. There we go. And basically it pinned right off that previous VPOC right there and came back down. So you can do these. You can do these previous VPOCs. Once they get penetrated, they won't always hold. Like for example here, that was it's a good long target right there. Good long target. There's your entry. It's selling absorption. You've got a bunch of resting orders there. Pop the market back up, right back up to the previous VPOC, and then back down. Here's where you got your delta divergence. There's your VPOC right there. It came right back up. And where do we keep coming, guys? We keep coming right up to that VPOC right there. There's another short entry. There's a short entry there, short entry there. Even if you wanted to hold and said, I think it's going to come down further. Okay, well, that's cool. You just have to sit through that. Either get stopped out at break-even +1. Remember rule number 1, don't lose money. Break-even +1, you have all these resting orders at that level coming in right there. You got a buying absorption, and then you got a buying exhaustion right there, or a good old buying absorption, buying exhaustion signal. Bam, here we go. Came down. Next candle came up, formed that where that VPOC, that previous VPOC, bounced off it. So if you miss that guy, you take that short, and you can come down, and you can make some money. In fact, I was holding a short from up here to 40.80, and it came down, bounced off here, bounced back up, and then came back down. You had some delta divergence up here, and then came right back down to that 40.80 level, which I was expecting it to come back down there. Previous VPOC, there it is, nice little target, and then you're out. You're either out for the day, or you can, go play with your kids. It's, 3:20 in the afternoon New York time. It formed. Here's your reversal signal right down here. The reversal signal for the order flow, and then pop right back up. You could use that previous. There you go. You can use that previous VPOC right there as a target. Here you go. Bam. There's your target. There if you didn't get filled there, you're certainly going to get filled, as you come back through it up here. So you could take it short, or you could just basically say, I'm done for the day. I'm good. See these VPOCs, as these VPOCs come down, the next target would be like, 40.90, right? They didn't make it. This is the end of the day. There's value area low there, but they're eventually going to come back down and hit that VPOC, and then you can use that as a target, or it'll just bounce right back up. Anyway, I hope that this is helpful to you guys. We looked at resting orders. We looked at we looked at VPOC, value area high, value area low. Did not really do a whole lot today, except at the end of the day. But that VPOC was, man, that was a great line in the sand, and it kept coming. The market kept coming back and retesting it, selling off, retest, sell off, retest, sell off, retest, sell off. It was a great day to be a short seller. If you were trying to go long down here, and you could go long down here, yeah, sure, come back up, but get out there. So that was a great day if you were just working those rotations. Anyway, I hope that absolutely helps somebody. I'm going to do, probably going to do another one sometime early Monday morning, and we'll see what Globex does. We'll see if the indicators say, you know, if the chart says we're going to go up, we're going to go down. We're down fairly far, but, you know, there's a lot of people that said on Friday that, oh, no, we're going to go up, we're going to go up, we're going to go up. I'm buying it. And they got screwed. I was sitting in another trading room, and the guy was insisting, oh, the market's going bid, the market's going bid, the market's going bid. And he got his butt handed to him because he was making assumptions the market's down too far, it's oversold. Well, there is no such thing as oversold. It's premium discount pricing, and it's all about value. So anyway, I will talk about that in the next session. Oh, by the way, see that VWAP came right back up to VWAP as VWAP intersected that VPOC right there. That's pretty funny. And Globex open, midnight open right there. So there's plenty of indications on your chart that it was going to be a short day. And then bounce back up and retest, sell, retest, sell, retest, sell, retest, sell. So anyway, we will look at Globex on Sunday night into Monday morning, and we'll see what happens. Okay, guys? Hope this was useful.